this is the fact that if you just look at Deusvult, like their lineup, and then you factor in the ultimate, the Eternal Guard of Vexana. And then you have like this big giant dinosaur as well in Barrett's. Like it's kind of, it seems like there's so much to work through if you're Homebois, right? I mean, for the most part. And there's a lot of kind of CC that can be countered with a Diggy pick. So again, if you're Homebois and they round it out with a Lapu Lapu, I think this is, both lineups are very interesting here, G. I actually don't, I want to say that I lean more towards Deusvult's lineup, and not because I predicted them to win 2-1, right? I actually just like the fact that you have some of this variations, the variations happening from especially early to mid game, like the spike that's going to happen here. I like that, you know, Aurora and Vexana and Nana, like they're part of this mid-game meta again, like mid-game picks, because it adds a certain dynamic to it. And you have to consider too, like the Eternal Guard alone is actually quite annoying to deal with, right? For a lot of these teams, especially when it comes to these objectives. So like you've got like a mini Lord to help you out. So with all that saying, we are going to be jumping into the Land of Dawn. Once again, game number 1 here, second match of the day, Deusvult versus Homebois into the playoffs for games of the future. One of the teams has to go home, and it starts here in game number 1, already getting the flicker out from Udil.
Yeah, and kind of just doing maybe some, like, focusing on some win conditions here for both sides, right? Homebois, I like their approach. Like if they can't CC enough for on the side of Deusvult, they can just bring all the aggression that they possibly can to the playing field. And if they're able to capitalize on that and use their aggression to their advantage, I think Deusvult could be at a little bit of a trouble. But I think, again, Deusvult has the safer team comp, right? Like they're thicker, they're just overall, you know, harder to kill, and they have the anti-CC. So I think Deusvult has the better team fight, but I think Homebois has the better advantage to control the map. Yeah, so I think I'm solo right now, Naisu. I don't think you're on here, by the way. Yep. Kind of just talking about what's going on in this game. We can already see that Homebois is able to secure the first blood onto Solo. Huge plays by Homebois at this point. Definitely interesting takes from both sides. And we can kind of see that Deusvolt's going to clap back. Magic able to take out Zorn at this point, and now going to be invading on the side of Homebois. This is a good take. Oh my God, what a torn apart memories on a Chibi there. Securing the kill again. Deusvolt's just super aggressive.
Wow. All right, I just came back from a journey again, my own time journey. And I come back right to the shot to the face. Good setups there. With that, how they're going to go ahead play around that. 2 kills already for Deusvult. Tempo is pretty much what we're going to be talking about. Already flickering out to Udil once again. That Eternal Guard there, going to chase him down, keeping him from going back to the base a little bit longer. Still in the bottom lane, though. Look at the focus there. They're going to land the Requiem, and Kid Bomba gets taken down bottom side. A lot of cross-map action play happening.
Yeah, I mean, the aggression from both sides have been great. Does look like Deusvult is definitely controlling a little bit more of the map and a little bit of that economic lead as well. Great flicker utilized or bait out by the side of Deusvolt's Magister. Yeah, controlling the map with this Barats at this point. Again, still 2-2. So, man, what is your take? It looks like they're about to possibly maybe gank the top lane, and I think that is where they need to start targeting.
I think, again, Deusvult having this bit of a lead that they have, G, is great. They can work around it. Kills went into the fact, too, that Hiko was able to grab one of those early ones will help him scale up pretty well. I mean, that's what Brody does best. As he already picked up his first big item. You know, he's got the blade. Now the Turtle's just seconds away from spawning here. You're going to see both teams kind of hold off, wait for it, get in position the best they can. Magister there has quite a few stacks as well. Turtle comes up. And we'll see, right? We'll see if the finesse from Chibi can be pulled off here. That's kind of what has to happen. Jump in, going through. Not going to find the connection, though. Turtle's going to go ahead and reset for now, though. Zorn taking some poke damage, though, from Kid Bomba. Goes in, Sebat trying to keep him at base. Still going to be fighting for him. Jumping in. There's the Eternal Guard. Meanwhile, Turtle's still going to be worked on as well. Bottom lane gets the action. There's the pop-up. Turtle goes over to Chibi, though. And now still going to be working on it. Magister on the run. Kid Bomba there. Nobody falls, but the objective is secured.
Yeah, but while all of that is going down, look at that top side. The pressure by Hiko there. And then... Oh, my God.
Hiko does it again. G.
Oh, my God. You know, Hiko's name's almost like Aiko, but spelled with an H, and I love it. I love it. The torn apart memories just... decimating Homeboys at this point. We can kind of take a look at some items, and I think the biggest pickup that we're seeing is the Blade of Hep there for the side of Hiko is just dominating, and I think that's where the economic lead is coming from. The lane swap's already happening, and I think that's going to be a hard fight for CPAT at this, as well as you can see Sao constantly with him, but a response here by Homeboys.
Yep, and right now, pressure on this bottom side, but good rotations all around for the most part. Hiko now also picking up the Malefic Roar. Hold on, Magister going to get set up here. Multiple members going to focus him down. Can't get away just yet. One hit, though, and he gets away with sliver of health. What a play. Great job there from Sunset Lover to be there for him.
Yeah, and I that's just the amount of CC that Deusvult has. And it's not a lot, but it's enough that allowed Magister to escape. And we can kind of see that is what Homeboys is lacking. They have a decent amount of damage, but I think that they have to rely on Zorn, right? Utilizing that Violet Requiem is going to be the make it or break it, and they use that to secure the turtle. So building upon that, Homeboys has to keep that up.
Oh.
Keep that pressure up.
Wow.
Oh, my God.
Pod with the damage. Hiko going to be in trouble. Nice land from Zorn there. Able to get the kill under the turret. Another one falling for Deusvult. Homeboys clapping back here and now setting themselves up here for this turtle. Sunset Lover and Magister here. Down 2 members, though. They're going to want to stall this out the best they can. Homeboys, though, just looking for more. Sao going to fall as well alongside the turret. And Homeboys... making some decisive maneuvers here currently. Sunset Lover, Magister, still trying to hold it down. Not sure if they actually want to commit to this, just let it go. We'll see if they decide to do that. Homeboy still in position. Going to go ahead and work on that Lith Wanderer as well. Get that if they can. Hiko now part of the Sapat. Look at the positioning. He might look for his own entry point. Deusvult, they're going to be going. Sapat goes in, jumps in, right on Sunset Lover. There's the Eternal Guard, though. Turtle taken by Chibi once again. Time Journey has to go through. Sapat is taken down by Hiko, but Zorn will find the Requiem into the spatial migration. Out of there he goes. The 1-for-1 trade still working for it. Zorn on the run. Won't be able to catch him, though. Deusvult trying to fight back.
What engages right there? That is probably the longest turtle fight into an initial fight that we've ever seen here. And again, Deusvult's still leading though. And I think that comes down to that it seems like Homeboys is so aggressive. Look at Zorn here though.
Oh, ow. Man. Okay. You can... the damage is intense, right? And they got to kind of keep it in check. Homeboys, though, the fact that they were able to even out the gold for the most part with those plays that they just made is great, right? Considering how the early game went, and there was some really good scaling for Hiko. Well, now that's not the case here, G.
No, I mean, and that goes to show that Homeboys really have to rely on Zorn. And I think also not only that Homeboys are really utilizing the map to their advantage. It's like a chess play at this point. We are seeing so many of Homeboys just patiently waiting in a bush and taking advantage when they can. Now, from the side of Deusvult, they have to figure, like, they see that. They're getting caught off guard, left, right, up, down. They got to keep that in check. And I think that comes into play that when the mid game approaches here, Homeboys might have a little bit of the advantage. But also Deusvult, right? They're going to be coming online. I think they're going to get more defensive. So the bursting that Homeboys has right now could fall off into the late game. So I think right now Deusvult, both teams are 50-50.
So with that, again, hold on, top lane again. Going to be able to find the knock up here. Kid Bomba going to be in trouble here. One more hit away. Gets the regen, though. Can he land a shot? Udil looking for it, but not going to be able to connect anything here. Lord's now up, though. Both teams going to be working on Eternal Guard coming down, crashing down, gets the flicker. Zorn still on the fight back for Sunset Lover. Meanwhile, Deusvult working on this Lord. Sapat goes in, Chibi trying to get the turn. He gets the Lord, takes it from under their noses, and with that, Deusvult strikes some kills, but they lose the Lord to Homeboys.
Yeah, and one of the key plays to point out there is that Magister tried to utilize the Daytona welcome on to Chibi, but missed. And Chibi was able to dash in and secure the Lord. Oh, Violet!
Again, Zorn right there. Sunset Lover going to be in trouble now. Kid Bomba once again alongside Magister. Still a couple hits away, couple shots. Net's going to be able to grab it. Still working for it. 2 down. Deusvult, resources for the taking. Lord on the top side. Homeboys looking to make the play.
Yeah, and I mean, there's 2 down on Deusvult. Full Lord kind of barreling down. I think Homeboys at this point are going to be... This is a good Lord for them. Allows even more breathing room. And the 50-50 now leaning into the favor of Homeboys. They're able to utilize this Lord to clean up the map and essentially take out a lot of the towers. And Deusvolt's going to have a hard time now, right? Because they're not going to have the escapability that Homeboys has. And it's just... It's crazy to see that Homeboys' aggression. They're just breaking apart Deusvolt's just tactical plays here, and I think they're taking advantage of the mistakes that Deusvolts are making.
It's great too because for Homeboys, they were able to get this lead that they needed. They have the space to work around with. Deusvult, though, they have to be able to find their own pickoffs, right? They have to be able to utilize what they've done so far, and they could be doing it right here. Daytona's a welcome into the wall, into the Eternal Guard. Udil's out of the picture. They get the flicker out from the rest of the team. Still working on it, though. Mid-turret, though, as well. Good BMI on the defensive earlier. Now Time's Journey going to be taken out. Setbot gets the kill on Sawo. He goes for more into the blazing duet. Nets chasing him down, trying to get the kill. He gets it on Sunset Lover. Still going for more. They have to respect the damage from Deusvult. But what a battle here in the mid lane.
Yeah, and look, they're about to Kid Bomba in a little bit of trouble.
Oh. Still going to be in trouble. Kid Bomba regens it back. Gets the kill. But look at the mid lane. He goes the one to fall. Sapat again is insane on this Lapu Lapu. Tanks some damage. Eventually goes down. Double for Kid Bomba.
Both teams are just like, it's like a rock'em sock'em robot match at this point. 1 goes down, 2 goes down, 3 goes down, and then they can consistently keep up the battle. And again, I think that's the 50-50 mark, and it's just tenacity on both sides. It could be anybody's game at this point. We are seeing Deusvolt's kind of coming online now. Their damage is starting to scale up into this mid game, and just the burst that Homeboys brought into the early stage isn't there. We can kind of take a look at some items. We do see Claude. Look at this. Almost has everything built already. So I feel like that's going to be a key factor there. Oh my. The back door.
The back door, they're going for it. This is exactly what I was talking about. The nothing but nets play. But he's also alongside one more as they push into the base. They have to deal with it. Deusvult, they can't even commit to this Lord right now. The pressure's too much. Do they want to fight for this? Sunset Lover picking up the Divine Glade in the midst of the fight. Lord's going to reset, though. The pressure already put on. Homeboys regrouping here. Still working on it, holding the Lord under that half health mark. 1/4, still going. Setbot's gonna be jumping in. Daytona's welcome into the wall. Will get taken out. Now still gonna be out and out. Chibi gets the Lord. Oh, it all breaks through. Hiko trying with the torn apart memory. Udil still able to survive. Look at the shots though. The damage from Novaria. Able to get 2 down of Deusvult. They lose the Lord as well. They're on the defense once again.
I gotta say, right now, Homeboy's retry game is on point, right? It's just Homeboys, they're securing a lot of the neutral objectives. Second Lord going into their favor. Deusvult has to respond to this. You know, in the beginning, I suspected that Deusvolt's comp was a little bit better, but it goes to show that Homeboys is just bringing that aggression left and right. Lord now barreling down, full HP on the left side. Can they mount up a defense here? I don't think Homeboys can take it here, but we'll see.
We'll see. They're going to have to deal with this. Lord making quick work of it, so still holding on the best they can. Right now, Homeboys, they'll win for the next waves to push in. They want to get this mid and bottom turret down. Poke damage is going to be there. Still holding it together. Eternal Guard also playing that front side. And right now, Deusvult keeping these 2 turrets in the base.
It's good. This is the defense that Deusvult needs, and I think they're essentially going back to the drawing board in game at this point. They need to find and take control of the map. The river control is going to be a key factor here. You were saying it earlier, Naisu, is that I think that they really need to get a pick, right, and a key pick, as Nets is 2, 0, and 4 hasn't been stopped just yet, and I feel like that is the winning factor for Homeboys. Now, also, the Bratz is having a hard time getting his stacks. Look at the little dino on the field. He is just so tiny. And I think that's kind of playing into a factor on the Deusvult, is that not having their jungle, not having control of the map is it's rough.
It's rough. And that's why we were talking about in the draft here, G. The tempo that was going to be set, you know, and for that early game, Deusvult did have that little bit of lead. And Homeboy is able to, wow, look at the Nets playing very risky here, but we'll be fine. But again, tempo, and like you said, Chibi's been on point with a lot of those retributions so far. Yeah, controlling it. Zorn, this is what we were talking about as well. The roam potential here. He's going to get spotted out with Kimbomba. Not sure if they actually just want to continue to commit. They don't. He's back to safety. All this, the push and pull, 30 seconds away from the Lord.
Yeah, and again, I mean, we can kind of look at Claude full build, Brody missing 1 item, but almost at the damage point. Now, the biggest difference is that we are seeing both have Wind of Nature's already secured, and Homeboys controlling the map. Again, I think this is the hardest part that Deusvult is fighting against, is that they're trying to take what they can, but if they walk into a bad position, it could make it or break it for them. Homeboys are trying to trap them into that, and you can already see here.
Yeah, right now, once again, the fight for the Lord, half health here. Both teams waiting up patiently. Chibi on point for the majority of the game. It's going to go ahead and reset. Nothing just yet. Soft reset for now. Still pulls it out of the pit. Deusvult has to be careful how they approach it. Look at the pressure, though, already in the mid lane. Zorn gonna find the knock-up on Kid Bomba. Takes a couple shots. Nets has to back off, though. Sunset Lover on the hunt. Does have the immortality. It's gonna get popped here. They have to fight this out. Still gonna be going. Look at the damage, though. Chibi comes through. Finds the execution. Gets the double on Hiko. Finds more. Still working. Sunset Lover's gonna be down. 3 down so far. Looking for the 4th. Kid Bomba gets the kill. But another member on the run. Still looking. Chibi. Finesse. Looking for Kid Bomba. 1 hit away, but the shot from Udil. And that will make it for Homeboys as they take game 1.
Wow. That was crazy. Homeboys being able to take game 1. Deusvult pushed back against the wall there. Wow. My God. I again, rock'em sock'em robot match. You didn't know who was hitting who.
Rock'em sock'em robots, whatever you